guys, welcome back to my channel. I hope you are all doing really well. So of course on this channel we're all about cruelty-free skincare and beauty, so I wanted to try out some more Beauty Bay eye palettes. This one is a 42 colour eye palette. It's cruelty-free and vegan. So this palette looks absolutely stunning, but I was really drawn to it because of the colours in there. Since purchasing it, I realised that they actually come in rows. It even tells you at which stage to use the shadows. Now of course you can always mix and match and use this palette however you wish, but I thought it'd be quite fun today to try it out as it was intended for. So I'm going to pick a row and then use them in order. So let's see what it ends up looking like. See from the mirror protector just how big the mirror is in the palette. It's absolutely huge. So I am actually going to use the Drops of Youth Bouncy Jelly Mist again today as a primer because I've just been really enjoying it over the last couple of weeks. My goodness, that smells amazing. If you've used the Drops of Youth range before from the Body Shop, you will know the smell of the range. It's just really fresh. Of course, I've done all my other skincare again this morning with the SPF, and it is actually a gorgeous sunny day today in England. Like literally, we've had nothing but rain and thunderstorms for a few weeks now, so it's really refreshing to see a bit of sunshine today. So I'm going to give my brows a good brush. You know, I was almost tempted to do soap brows this morning with a bar of soap, but I thought the only soap bar I've got is the Satsuma soap, and it is really fragrant, and I just thought with my sensitive skin it might not be the best idea. I'm going to use the brow spot pen, and I'm really just going to maybe try and do brush strokes this time. Urban Decay Primer Potion on the eyes. Really nice base for eyeshadows. So which row are we going to go for the eyeshadows today? I was really drawn to this row earlier. I quite like this one too. So they've all got really nice sparkles at the bottom. So basically we've got our base colours all along this row. Then we have our transition colours, crease colours, liner colours, pop of colour, and then highlighters all across the bottom. So you can go in order, or of course you can create any look you want with any of the colours, but I thought today I'd pick a row and use it the way it's designed for. I'm going to go with this row, and I'm going to start with the base colour here. Now I'm really enjoying Beauty Bay's palettes so far. They seem to be really blendable and creamy and really well pigmented as well. So I did wash my hands before doing my makeup, and I used the last of my, well, not the last, I've still got a little bit left, but you know when a soap bar breaks up into pieces, I have been using the Himalayan charcoal soap from the Body Shop. Now that soap has been discontinued, and it reminded me that when I was actually shopping for this palette on Beauty Bay, I did come across a couple of brands on their website of charcoal soap. So I believe Revolution has one, and there was another brand as well. I will link them both below down in the description, as well as everything I used today. I know so many people that love the Himalayan charcoal soap from the Body Shop. So when I spotted that, I thought might be a really good substitute for the Body Shop one. So then we've got a transition shade here. So I don't know what all the names of the colours are, but I'm using row 5 in the palette. So I'm going in with another brush, and I'm going to use the crease colour now, which looks absolutely stunning colour. Oh, that is really pretty. So how is everyone's week going? We started decorating. Well, we've been upgrading the garden. We just basically switched it all around, and we're waiting for it to stop raining so we can lay down some lawn. We've like moved the shed. We've moved where the grass will be. So we need to rotivate it basically, and then we need to put some actual lawn down. That instant grass when you put turf down. So I'm really looking forward to that. It would have been perfect to have popped it down before it really started raining heavy, because if you just watered it for days, it'd be up to our knees by now, that grass. But you know, all is good. So because of the rain, we obviously started the garden, and then it's bucketed it down. Does anyone else say bucketed it down? Bucketed it down? Bucketed it down? Oh my goodness. So yeah, it's been raining cats and dogs. That's another one as well. Very British saying. So yeah, it's been raining cats and dogs. So we then decided to start decorating inside. So a good few years ago now, I feel like it was 2017. Around Christmas time of 2017 in the winter time, we decided to build a special wall for the TV just to give us a little bit more room, a bit of a better layout in the house. We put some bifold doors in, and then it's such a big room because it's like an extension. So in the living room, well, we use it as a living room, dining room. There's like 3 rooms, so you can see it in the ceiling where the kitchen was, and then where the living room was, and then where the extended part is. So we put a TV wall in where the extended part is, and then we got our sofas, the bifold doors, and then in this section, which would have been the dining room anyway, we've got the dining table, and then in the other section it's just, you know, extra space, and it's really nice, light and airy room. And literally Johnny just did a all over undercoat in 2017. It took forever because it's such a big room that in the end it just got left. I think because it was so close towards Christmas as well. I think it was like 2 weeks before Christmas. We had it plastered, Johnny undercoated it, and then we just shoved the furniture back in and lived in it like that up until very recently. So we did the extension bit with an undercoat. We're going for like a really nice pale grey. Did all the cutting in, Freddie helped. Johnny did all the roller in. So we'd done that section. Earlier in the week I started cutting in one of the sections that used to be the kitchen, and then at the weekend, I think because it's going to be bank holiday weekend, we are going to all just get all the first coat done, and then hopefully maybe the day after we can get the second coat done as well. So it's a long process, but it is lots of fun. That is a really fun shade. Gosh, my hand is cramping up though holding this, my goodness. I'm just gonna blend that out. I've been contemplating getting Audible. The only thing is I've just recently, to spare myself some extra money every month, I've recently gotten rid of a few subscriptions. I cancelled 3 subscriptions, which will give me like £25 more a month. You know, I don't really want to be taking out any more subscriptions, but subscriptions that I would love to have would be Audible. And then I would also like to maybe, you know, have a subscription for one of those monthly subscriptions where you learn things as well. I see a lot of them advertised on YouTube, and I think, oh my goodness, I'd love to do one of those. But then I just saved myself a little bit of money so I can buy more palettes and such to share with you guys and try out. So I don't really want to start another subscription, but I really would like to try some of the, you know, the ones that have the classes on, where you can really learn things and master your craft. I think one of them's called Masterclass, isn't there? And then there's another one that I keep seeing advertised that I'd love to try as well. But yeah, so I was thinking about Audible. The book that I've been really wanting since it was released is The Greatest Secret. If you've read The Secret, you know, of course, it's all about law of attraction. That book was kind of, it's really an amazing book for what it is, but I think a lot of people didn't like it because it's basically saying you envisage something, you ask the universe for it, and then you get it. But more often than not, with law of attraction, there's something that you really want. Pop colour, which is this one here, which looks absolutely stunning. So I'm going to use a flatter brush. Ooh, that is lovely. So yeah, more often than not with manifestation, like people think, well, I wanted it and I asked the universe, but I didn't get it. And my feelings about the law of attraction is that you would ask the universe, and then the universe, things would start to show up for you. I mean, it depends what you're asking for. If you really wanted a new car, now I kind of manifested my car. I'll save that for another time. Say you want, let's just use a car as an example. If you wanted a car and of course you didn't have the money for the car, say you wanted a 40 grand car, but realistically you could only afford like a 6 grand car or a 3 grand car, then, you know, you'd envisage this car and you'd ask the universe for it. And then generally what would happen is, as long as you stay consistent and have the goal in the forefront of your mind, then things would start to show up in your life that would get you there. You know, like maybe you would get a new job that would give you more income, or maybe you'd get a new job and you'd get a car, like a car allowance with that job, or, you know, loads of different ways that life could show up for you. Certain things would show up for you in life, and it wouldn't be that you asked for the car and you got the car. You'd actually have to work for the car as well, but the universe would put things in place for you to get there. Like it might give you new opportunities to earn money to get there, or different ways that you wouldn't necessarily realize about. Now I'm going to try and use my ring finger to add a bit of this color just to see what the difference is like. Oh yeah, it's so much more pigmented when you use a finger. I feel like the warmth of your finger really helps to really apply these shimmery shades, any shimmery shade really. That is really pretty. So just clean my finger on my loo roll. And I am going to neaten out the sides in a bit. I know it looks a complete mess, but don't forget, I've not got any foundation or anything on as yet. So a lot of people gained a lot in the world of law of attraction from The Secret, but I feel like a lot of people said yes, the idea of The Secret, that you can ask the universe and you shall receive, is a fantastic idea, but just to be a little bit more clear and concise, that you actually have to work for that vision as well. Now I'm just going to do a little bit of blending out with this brush. Just a fluffy brush. Now I have got a little bit of fallout on my cheeks, I can see, so I'm glad I'm leaving my foundation to last. So The Greater Secret, I've been listening to lots of podcasts. I listened to Rhonda Byrne, the author. I've seen videos of her speaking about the book and all the different things that it means, and I've also listened to podcasts. Fern Cotton did one on Happy Place, and also Jay Shetty did one as well. Literally listened to them both back to back because I'm really interested in everything she's got to say basically, and that is one book that I'd really like to own in paperback, but it would also be nice to have the Audible version of it as well. So I was thinking, do I get the book or do I sign up for Audible and try it out? But the thing was, I started to feel that no, actually I'd really like to have the book in my hand, so every now and again I can look at it and reference to things. So I think maybe in the future when I've attracted more money into my life, then I will get Audible, but for now I think I'll just treat myself next month to the book. I bought 3 eye palettes this month, so it was all about the eye palettes this month. Next month I will get some more makeup as well, but I am going to save £10 so I can buy the book. So I'm now going to go into the highlight one. I think I'm going to add it first actually with my little finger. My goodness, these are just so pretty. Oh yes, you beautiful thing. Now of course I could just highlight with this in like the very inner corner, and I will, but I really just wanted to give a little bit of lighter shimmer at the front of the eye as well. Right, I'm going to use a brush now because I'm getting a little bit messy with the fingers. This brush looks quite good. So I will link down all the brushes that I've used today, all the ones that are available anyway. I've used a mixture of DECAY brushes and Body Shop brushes as well. You know, I will try line my eyes with this brush. So this is the Body Shop Duo eyeshadow brush, and it is bamboo, vegan, cruelty free. This one here, which is for liner. Well, I really messed up that liner, so I'm going to take some of the liner colour on my brush and it's going to go over here. So far this look is called When It All Goes Wrong. It might be the title of this video. So I just put a hell of a lot of concealer on, and this is a fresh nude serum concealer from the Body Shop. So I'm gonna blend that out and then probably add a lot of foundation too. I never use this amount of concealer, but today we're going all in because somebody made a mess of their eye look. But you know what? sometimes you can really save a look when it looks even horrendous. Can I save it? Years ago, I just got a face wipe and cleaned it all up. But of course, I don't want to do that because I would rather look a mess than pop an extra face wipe on the earth to take forever to decompose. So we've gone with Beauty Blender and some concealer to really angle it out, and flipping heck, it is literally working. Now I've got to remember which side of my brush. Beauty Blender's got the mess on. Look at that. Years ago, I'd have cleaned that up with a face wipe. And now I want it to be even, so now, oh my goodness, I removed it with a beauty blender. Oh my goodness. Do you know, it's still wacky, still redder than I thought the look was going to be, but I like it. I've not done too well following the rules of making the look, but do you know what? I'm not gonna lie, I'm not mad at how it's turned out. So I'm gonna use some of that top colour again, base colour, and I'm gonna pop it through up here because I've gone very high up into my eyebrow because I was making such a mess of it. But it's still a look. It's still a look. It might not be the look we were going for, but it's still a look. When it all goes wrong, don't give up. When it all goes wrong, don't give up. Guys, I can literally never find my brushes. Where are my brushes? Oh, there it is. Sharing me. Let's do as above, so below, and then I will add a bit more onto the top layers as well. So I'm going to go with, drag a bit of this darker colour down. Then, same brush, clean it off. Oh my goodness. This is the brush from my Urban Decay Smoky palette. I've used this brush a handful of times with the Smoky palette, and then I've used this brush in all the videos since using that palette. So I've used it in what, 4 videos maybe? 4 or 5 videos. And look, my goodness. I think the universe is telling me today that maybe I wasn't meant to make this video. However, I'm going with it. I think I'll still upload it because things like this sometimes happen. Now, talking about the law of attraction, things like this can sometimes happen when you are not on the right track, when you are maybe going on the wrong path. So maybe I am on the wrong track by making this video today, but do you know what? I'm enjoying filming, and I'll probably enjoy editing it as well because I look so crazy and, you know, things have gone wrong. And that is okay. So I'll bob a little bit of that there as well. And then I'm going to go in with that pop colour and bob that in the middle kind of section of under the eye. So yeah, I'm not cross. I might have to wash my face before I do the school run like. But I'm not mad at the look. I don't think the kids will appreciate me picking them up from school like this. Now, they are my biggest supporters. They would love to be YouTubers themselves. Like Freya and Freddie are literally like my biggest supporters when it comes to my YouTube channel and you know, every little milestone. They're literally so proud of me all the time. And literally, Freya just keeps me going all the time. She really does. She's just so supportive. If I think something is maybe not as good as it could be, or I don't know, she will just literally, I don't know, she sees so much more than I do sometimes. I think we're all our biggest critics, aren't we? And she just, I don't know, she sees the best in everything. And she's so supportive of every small milestone. Like when the numbers in subscribers go up, she absolutely loves it. And guys, we see every time one of you subscribes, we literally see like you guys, and it's just incredible. And yeah, she's just so super supportive, and you know, she's supportive of all my makeup looks, whether she thinks any of them, you know, she might not think they're all their best, but she's supportive of them, whether she wants me to pick her up from school like this. I'm gonna make a wish, got eyelash. That is another question, but in general, like, they're both so supportive of me. Look, the brush is still usable, but it is broken. So let's get on with a bit of foundation. I think we need to sort this face out and pull this look together with foundation. Do I have to go downstairs and get another foundation? I think we're all right. Not wasting it, guys. I'm not wasting a drop. So yeah, Rhonda Byrne's well, it's not even a second book. I've not read The Magic yet. She's got a few different books. I've only read The Secret, and I watched the documentary, and I watched the film as well on Netflix. Yeah, I really enjoyed the documentary and the film and the book, and I really need to read The Magic as well. But I am going to get The Greatest Secret. And from what I've heard Rhonda talk about, is that it's all about that we are more than just our human form. It's like we are all this one great universal being, I think. Probably describes it a bit different, but and we decided to come down to earth and be present in our human body form. So, oh, I was gonna sing the song then, you know, the advert, but let's not. Yeah, it's all that we're all like one connected spiritual being, and everything is just energy. So we are an energetic spiritual being that will live beyond this body. We're choosing to come down in this body and learn lessons and live a life in human form. And yeah, I have to get the book and then I'll be able to tell you more about it. If you're into stuff like that, then I definitely say it's worth a read. It really it definitely puts more emphasis on the law of attraction, and The Secret does this second book. Without even reading it, I can say that. Matte Coconut Bronzer today. So again, I am just using the angled blusher brush. Absolutely loving this for bronzing, blushing and highlighting at the minute. And I think so I'm really conscious of saving money at the minute. I say saving money. I have very small amount of free money each month, and I am basically saving said small amount of money each month for buying things to make my videos. And so I'm very conscious of what it's like not to have, you know, a lot of money. And so I thought, if I can show you that you can use just the one brush for bronzing, highlight and blusher, and it's really helpful, because a lot of times I think people see, I'm not saying everyone does this, but YouTubers have very expensive makeup, very expensive brushes, and it's like different brush for every single different thing. Now, I know filming the video I have used a few different eyeshadow brushes for the one eye look, but you know, you could just clean in between, which I do a lot of. I just think it's nice to see. I mean, this eye palette even, full price, I believe this eye palette is £25 and I got it on offer at 15. Now there are 42 colours in this, so many different looks you could get, perfect for like day and night. I know mine's a bit wacky today, but perfect for day and night. It's got a massive mirror, and the formula is really amazing. Now, I used to be, I mean, obviously I started off with drugstore makeup when I was a kid. You know, I was always in Boots trying out the makeup, and, you know, with the Body Shop, I've been using a lot of their makeup now. But for years, I was a little bit of a makeup snob. I'm not gonna lie. I like the high-end brands. I would spend a fortune on blusher. I would spend a fortune on makeup, like literally. Gosh, there's a bit too much on my brush there. Look how red I'm going again, guys, literally. Yeah, I spend a fortune. I've got blushes that were like £60, and you know, I used to buy a lot of high-end makeup, but you really don't need to do that. I mean, makeup has got so much better recently. It has got really good formulas of cheap makeup. It's incredible. Like, I'm really impressed with Revolution makeup as well. When I tried those palettes, the Extra Spice and her original palette, the formulas were amazing, and those palettes are like, I know her newest one's £12, but I'm sure the palettes were like a tenner or something like that. Eyeshadow palettes with lots of different shades of creamy blendable pigments and shimmers, and just incredible. And like all the Beauty Bay palettes, you know, this was £25 full price. All these colours, they're really creamy and blendable and highly pigmented. I mean, look at that, it's so pigmented. So you really can pick up makeup at really reasonably priced. And the world is becoming, thanks to Anita Roddick and the Body Shop, I really believe that the world is becoming a little bit more cruelty free, and Beauty Bay have cruelty free palettes. A lot of them are vegan, and you know, Revolution are cruelty free, and I just think it's fabulous. We've got a whole host of really reasonably priced drugstore makeup that is cruelty free, really fantastic formulas, and yet really reasonably priced. Is just absolutely incredible. So yeah, we're really blessed these days that we have got so much option. You know, if you are vegan or vegetarian and you love to just use cruelty-free makeup, you've got so many options out there at the minute. And do you know what? I'm actually going to use this colour here, which was the crease colour. I'm going to use a little bit of that as blush. Really pink, but I really reckon I can blend this out with a bit of gosh, it is really pink, isn't it? What was I thinking? This really is how not to apply makeup. I look like a gnome, but I'm just going to blend it out. We're going for it. Blending it out. We'll let it look horrendous. Right, so this powder brush hasn't got anything on it. I'm just really blending it out. I was so intrigued to see how it was, but this is what I mean, how Beauty Bay products are so pigmented. And it is an eyeshadow, you know, it was a bit silly, but I just always remember Nikki Tutorials using her eyeshadows as a blush. But obviously you need tiny little bit of amount. I've just found a Bare Minerals original, fairly medium, quite possibly it says, loose powder. I've had this years and hardly ever use it, my goodness. Could be a bit dark actually. But nevertheless, I'm gonna put it on the brush. We're making a mess, making a mess. Right, so I'm just adding a bit of powder to that. There's a lot of powder, and just gonna blend it in, guys. And look, that is looking so much better now. It's really lightened down that colour, and it just looks really nice and rosy now. Oh, pretty. And then of course we'll do a highlighter on the top. Woo! Fantastic palette for who needs a fan when you've got a Beauty Bay palette? Perversion from Urban Decay as mascara today. Gosh, I've already got loads of mucky handprints all over the back of this. Oh my goodness, look at the difference. That is 2 coats of mascara and that is just the one. I normally go in for just the one, but I thought this look is so heavy that it needs to almost look like I've got false lashes on. So I have used 2 coats. Oh my goodness. I absolutely blooming love this mascara. Like, seriously. Urban Decay, you legends. Gosh, my eyelashes are that long, I've literally drawn all over my eyelids as well, so I'm going to let it dry a little bit. The best thing you can do when you get mascara on your face is just to let it dry and then get it off once it has dried. It's so much easier. Do it when it's wet, you're just going to smudge it absolutely everywhere. This is the finished look and I actually really love it. My goodness, I think we've all learned today that if it keeps going wrong, persevere, laugh it off and it'll all be alright in the end. Now, I actually do quite like this look, how it has turned out. The eyes are very bold, but do you know what? I actually really enjoy this look. I think it's really fun and this palette has got so many different options in for you to create like day looks, crazy dark looks like me. And yeah, I just had so much fun using this palette today that I will leave this palette along with everything else I used today down below in the description. If you had so much fun watching me make a mess of everything, then please do give this video a thumbs up, share it with your friends and subscribe if you want to see more videos from me. And guys, have the best week ever and I will see you all next Tuesday. Thanks guys, bye. It might be a really good what's the word I'm looking for, my goodness. Might be a really good option. Might be a really good, what is the word when you like something? Might be a really good substitute